Hi, I'm Steve Ruth, professor in SPGIA, and this is a quick answer to the question some of you may have, why would I ever want to take this course, The Internet and Public Policy, Technology, or Tyranny? It's turned out to be a pretty popular course. A lot of students find it useful. It's not for geeks. It's a lot of geeky topics, but you do not have to be a geek to take it, and it is online. That is, it's a hybrid course where we meet together a little bit, but mostly we meet online, so it's different in a lot of ways, and that's probably the most significant one. So let me take you through it. I'll begin with some cautions about the course. There's drastically more writing required because we don't get together and talk except for the first time together face to face. There's a lot of writing. We're posting all the time, not just giving opinions, but actually putting up our own ideas and themes. And they're visible to everyone, so if you're not used to that, then this is not the course for you, but a lot of students seem to find it very convenient. The assignments in some ways are longer, but the total amount of time you spend in the course is, I guarantee you, no different. The work is the same as the face-to-face course, but the total amount of time you spend is not different. It's just that a lot of it is writing. All the reading materials are online. There will be no books, but there's a lot of reading anyway. There's an ICT portfolio. A lot of students like where you can pick from literally hundreds of topics your individual 6 that you want to get particularly tuned in on, and I'll explain all of that, of course, in the course and in the syllabus. And there are plenty of samples that will be available also. Now the positive, the good news about this course is you can save, I estimate, maybe 60 hours of travel and class time where you don't have to schlep to class very much. We meet once in the beginning and once in the middle, face to face, and that's it. The course is primarily online, and as I said, it's not just for geeks. It's aimed at a general audience. The theme is examining the impact of the Internet and ICT, that's the abbreviation for Information and Communications Technology, across a spectrum of public policy areas, government, healthcare, etc. We focus on policy issues, but everything that's in the news today is part of this course. There's not a single day in our course where something on the front page of one of the major newspapers isn't part of what we're looking at. And of course there's huge emphasis on student participation. What do? I have these roles that you see here. I do a lecture each week online, like this one, and try to give you hints about what's important about the course. There are a lot of videos to watch. There also is a lot of reading to do, and I'm the one who coordinates all of that. Your role is maybe a little different than you're used to. In this one, you can't sit in the back of the class and think deep thoughts. This one, you have to be very active, informed, participating 6-8 times a week on the class site. There's weekly research in informal posts, and then the 6 portfolio segments I mentioned the first half of the class year. That's the big project, the portfolio. First half, second half is a research paper. It's not a long research paper, and it's one where you pick the topic. I may be able to help you a little bit in making it easier to focus. And of course you have to be providing us all with citations, clickable citations, because that's one of the things that makes this course approach pretty interesting, because we're constantly giving one another interesting sites to click on as we go through it. We use the library heavy duty, particularly on the research papers. The portfolio, these are just some of the many topics that are available for the portfolio, the one that you pick. I've just put in there the gig economy. That's Uber, Airbnb. It's a huge issue these days. Some people think it's wonderful. Other economists think it's a devastating blow to the economy. The machines versus people issue, robotics, all of that is part of this, and you'll be able to select from these as part of the portfolio and also our normal work. We do have a Blackboard course site. I've done a very large number of these courses, so my job is to make it useful, interesting, and convenient for you to use. And of course, participation is the essence of this kind of course. And so to sum it up, the same workload as a normal course, but be aware of the downsides I've mentioned. If you're not used to having others see the work that you post, If you don't like the idea of online class, and if you're somewhat concerned about some of the issues that we'll be discussing and the way we're doing it, then you should think twice about it. But most people find it to be very liberating. They seem to enjoy it a lot. We usually get a pretty good sized class, extensive participation, and you can specialize. In fact, you have to specialize. You have to pick six topics that you're particularly interested in, and you stay with those all the rest of the way. The course site is user-friendly, but as I said, it's a lot of work. So I would love to see you in the class. A lot of students have taken this class. I do it once a year, and I do hope that you'll be there. And if you have any questions at all, you know how to reach me. I'd be delighted to talk to you more about it. Thanks again. Hope to see you in the class, but I wish you the very best in your experience at SPGIA. Thanks.